Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we got that beautiful GS300. Gonna be installing some airbags, airlift, air suspension on that car. So let's take a look. So we got the airbags, tank, all the necessary hardware for installation. This is not the airlift bags that come with the kit. These are some other bags that he had. These are AirTech. So he's gonna use these ones and keep the airlift ones as spare as he needs. So yeah, this car is already pretty low, but I guess he wants the ability, you know, to raise it up and go even lower if needs be. What's up, little man? The ability to lower it and go needs be if needed. So yeah, let's jump right into the video. My little man there videoing me as I'm trying to make a video. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is empty out the trunk, trying to find a location for the tank and the compressor. We'll jump right into the time lapse. Alright guys, so after some planning, some cutting, some measuring, trip to Home Depot, this is what I came up with for bracketry and for mounting the tank. So basically what I have is, I have two brackets just going in. They're not bolted in right now. I'm gonna mount them to the box. So I got those two brackets, and then the tank is just gonna bolt to those brackets. Then it's gonna give it like a floating effect. It's also gonna be functional because the trunk you'll still be able to use. You'll still be able to lift this up. You know, you'll still be able to put stuff in the trunk, and then it looks pretty good. It looks like it's floating. I'm gonna get some paint. I'm either gonna paint this black or red. I'll see once I get to that part. But yeah, so that's where we are with the tank. All the lines and everything are gonna be on the inside, so you're not gonna see none of the lines or nothing like that. So it's gonna be pretty clean. And then the compressor, I'm gonna work on try to maybe fit the compressor down in that hole, so that way you can still fold this over. The line for the compressor is gonna come here and feed into the tank there. So that's where we are for right now. Not too bad. I think I'm gonna, well, no, before I bolt the tank or none of that in, I'm gonna try to get the compressor so I could get everything where it needs to be, and then I drill hole and start mounting stuff permanently. So that's where we are right now. Working on the bracket for the tank. So this is the bottom of the box. Gonna have 3 screws holding it in, using some pretty long wood screws, no diddy. So these are gonna secure it pretty good. The tank is not that heavy. It only weighs a couple of pounds, so it doesn't need to be anything crazy. So yeah, this is how we're looking for the bracket for the tank. This is the bottom side. So we're gonna get these other holes drilled. Once I get the holes drilled, I'm gonna take the bracket off, paint them, and then we'll start working on the other, mounting the compressor and the manifold. Alright, so this is how we're looking. Got the brackets for the tank made, painted them in red. Got the compressor mounted here on the side of the subwoofer, and this is gonna be the feed line into that right there. Got the manifold mounted at this side, and then I'm going over the wiring. Gonna be routing the wires now. Pretty much did everything on the sub box. Keep everything compact, everything clean. You're not gonna see a lot of wires or a lot of lines, and then there's no drilling into the body of the car or nothing like that. So it's gonna be pretty compact. Everything is gonna be pretty solid here. Came out really nice. So the wires, this one is pretty simple because the manifold pretty much has everything inside of it. Has the pressure sensor, it comes with a relay. So this one is pretty nice. The only thing I have to run is these to the front, power and ground to the battery, one wire for ignition on source, and then this one for the controller. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do now. I was just making sure I have all the lens and everything connect. This one is gonna be connected to the compressor, so one from the relay and then the ground from the battery. The manifold controls the relay to turn it on or off, to turn the compressor on and off. So I'm gonna go ahead and route this harness through the car on the passenger side, because that's the side the battery's on. And then I'll be able to put the box in, test everything, make sure everything works, and then I'll throw the bags on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this routed through the car. Wires are ran. We got the negative here, positive there, coming out right there. And then we have that ran right here along the floorboard, pretty much going all the way back. All the way back, up and into the trunk. Coming out basically under there. So got the box in, was testing everything to make sure everything worked, manifold work, compressor work, everything worked as it should. So we're good to put that in permanently. So what I'm gonna do now is get the car jacked up and start putting on the shocks with the bags. Alright guys, so we got the stock strut out for the rear, and we got the two bags here. Again, these are AirTech. He had these before, so he's gonna use these and then keep the AirLift ones as spare. And then they have the fittings here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and throw these on, and we can run the lines for the rear. Alright, so got the shock installed, also got the line ran. This is basically where I'm coming out. We're going down there, straight across into the shock. Did that on both sides. Basically on the inside, had to remove the back seat. It comes in right there. That's for the ABS harness, so it already has a grommet and everything. And then it just goes across into the trunk. Did that on both sides. And then it comes across, same thing here. We got the same thing on this side. Comes out, strapped up, straight into the strut. And then I put some shielding on there. That way it protects it from the element from outside. Got zip ties holding it in place. And same thing on this side. So it comes into the grommet right there and just goes into the trunk. So that's gonna be pretty nice, pretty clean. So the rear is done. Gonna go ahead and start doing the front, making some progress. Alright, so this is where we're at. Got everything installed. It was super late last night when I got finished, so it was dark. Couldn't really record anything. So I got everything installed. I don't know how much you guys could see. Right there, you can see the bags. Bags are installed on the front. Lines are ran. I run the lines basically the same way I did the wires. So the lines are run here on the carpet, going into the engine bay. So they're going to the engine bay, they come out through the grommet right there where the harness comes out, and then it basically goes right there and goes out where the brake line goes out, and then goes right into the strut. Same thing on both sides. And then for the trunk, I have everything mounted. I do have a small leak here, you guys can hear it, so I gotta fix that. But I got everything mounted, got the manifold back there with the lines, got the compressor there. So I was able to also test it out and everything works. So gonna go ahead and wrap up putting back all the panels and everything on the interior, and then I guess that's it. Just show you guys a demonstration video. And then this is the final look on the trunk. So you stand here, you see the box, you see the line. Then you take a closer look. We got the manifold there, and we got the compressor there, and then you have the line. I might ask him if he wants me to put some black shielding on that line so it kind of blends in. But more or less, that's how we're looking with the trunk. Pretty functional, looks pretty good, and solid. Yeah. And then final look in the interior. Everything is pretty much back. Can't really see anything. Open the door. See, everything is back. There's no lines. Seats are back. You already know what it is. GS300. Yeah, everything is back. The lines are ran. Can't see anything. And that's the way it is on both sides. No lines, nothing to show, nothing to talk about. So everything is all good. That's locked, but yeah. So installed, everything is back together and we're good to go. Alright guys, so we got everything installed and I got the car up right now. I have the app here on my phone and I'm gonna air it out. Just hit the button one time and it airs it out and sits pretty low. And then with the app I could just raise it up again and it goes back up to like the normal riding height. And then it has a lot of travel, you guys can see. So the back and the front is it could go pretty high, give you a lot of clearance. So we aired out right now and that thing is looking good, looking sweet. Yes sir, so pretty successful install. I'm gonna close the video out here. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys on the next one.